Hey, it's Yuko, and I'm going to be talking to you today about the Pisces full moon and 5 tips that you can do to take the energy that the full moon is providing for us, even though it has passed, even though it was yesterday, September 13th is when the full moon happened. You can still utilize the energy of Pisces for yourself in order to harness the harvest moon and make this the best, most transformational Pisces full moon ever. So tip 1, the harvest moon. So this is a time where we are going to be looking at what we have reaped in. What is it in your family, in your love life, in your career, in your finances, travel, health, whatever it is that you see as having a fully expressed, well-balanced life, to take note at what is coming into you. As there are places that you can pat yourself on the back and say, you know what, I have been putting so much effort and dedication and I'm reaping the rewards. And just really breathe into that and acknowledge the hard work that you have done. And on the contrast, take a look with some gentleness at where is lacking. What areas do you see that there is a deficit? What areas do you see, even if there's some toxicity or something that you feel just isn't quite right? What can you do to change that and turn that around? Because this is the time where you can take note about exactly what this moon is called, the harvest moon. So what would you like different in your next harvest? And starting today, there's no better time than today to do something different and to operate in a way where your actions are reflecting your beliefs. Tip 2 is talking about Pisces and the influence of Pisces on this full moon. So Pisces is the symbol of one fish going down and then one fish going up. So this is really the yin and the yang. This is really about balance, this full moon. So taking a look at your life, in what aspect do you see that your life is in balance, and you can celebrate that and really congratulate yourself in stepping into that. And also taking a look at where in your life is not in balance. Where in your life do you feel some unsteadiness? There is some inconsistency showing up, and doing what you need to do to change that. And there is harmony in looking at both areas, looking at the yang in your life, looking at the yin in your life, and seeing where you can really do the shifting and do the work to bring those in balance. Often people, myself included, you gravitate and your default is one or the other. For me, it is yin. For me, I'm quite easy flowing in the yin energy, and stepping into the yang energy is something that I really have to be conscious of and aware of, and be making conscious efforts to move into that a little bit more, because I could just stay in yin and do yoga forever, but that's my comfort zone, right? So we don't grow unless we're pushing. We don't grow unless we're reaching and stretching, because we have so much more that is beyond our default. So where is it in your life that you can do the opposite of what you're comfortable with? Getting out of your comfort zone, I would challenge you to do that. So if you're like me, doing, yoga is an easy thing. Do something different. Do something like skydiving. Do something like, I don't know, like riding, like racing on horses or something. Just something that is really opposite to what your default is. And for somebody who is more yang energy, maybe you are a MMM fighter, maybe you do stock trading or something, then doing something that is more yin, so more meditative, taking a meditation class, walking on the beach, putting your phone away, just something where you are detaching from the stimulus of always being on, always having that yang energy around, to just quieting the mind and being in a place where you can hear the thoughts that need to come up, that want to come up. Tip number 3 is Pisces and its relation to our body. So our relation to where in our body is it showing up. So Pisces rules the feet. So I would invite you to take a look at where in your life do you feel like you are able to leap forward, where you can charge forward with leaps and bounds, and there's nothing that stops in your way. You know that you're going to cross the finish line. And where in your life do you feel that you can't move? Like you feel this feeling of being stuck, of being in quicksand almost. Where do you feel that stuck energy of just wanting to sink into the ground or not move forward, and do something different with that area? What could you do to change that? What could you do to take a little baby step forward? And try doing that today. I would really challenge you to do that. An exercise that you can do as well to sort of honor the feet, honor moving forward, is doing some self-massage on your feet, using essential oils. You could use coconut oil and then mix in some vetiver and copaíba. Those are very grounding essential oils. And thinking about where in your life are you feeling stuck, and just releasing that as you're massaging, just kind of thinking about that and letting it go and letting that move through you, doing some deep breaths, doing some deep breathing where your exhales become longer than your inhales. That's going to trigger the parasympathetic nervous system. So you're going to feel very calm, very grounded, and going to be able to access the feelings of groundedness and ease when you're doing this self-massage, when you're thinking about the things that you are going to be shifting to let go of in order to move forward in that area. Tip number 4. So 4 is grounding in nature. So I would encourage you to take a walk. What is it that you like to do in order to feel grounded? So for me, it would be being in nature, taking my shoes off, putting them on the earth, on the rocks, in the sand. If you could be anywhere in close to moving water, that would be amazing, because that would be activating the Pisces energy, because Pisces is a water sign. So putting your feet into the water. In Vancouver, where I live, it is a little bit chilly now, but even so, just rolling your pants up, taking your shoes off and your socks off and putting them in water will be so cleansing, and you can feel the your blood vessels constricting, and just enjoy that energy and just release it. Whatever is being trapped inside you, let it go. Let the water energy take that away from you. And I would encourage you to be doing that, doing some grounding activities in nature, sitting with a tree, whatever resonates with you, doing some of that activities. Last but not least, tip number 5, and that would be to have a salt bath. And for those of you that know me, I'm always forever talking about the healing benefits and the wellness benefits, mind, body, and soul, of taking a bath. With this one in particular, with the full moon in Pisces, of course it's water energy, so that is very fitting. And also to when you're doing this, to be adding Epsom salts and adding the essential oils of vetiver and copaíba, which are extremely grounding. And when you are in your bath, I would encourage you to turn off the lights and only use candlelight, because that way you're not having, and put your phone away. So there's no electronics, it's just natural light from candles, so your eyes can really rest. There's not that blue light that's always surrounding us. And if you would like to do some activities like the tips that I was sharing with you in tip 1 and 2 about where in your life is imbalance, where in your life are you harvesting, are you reaping, are you in lack of? So doing some of those exercises in the bath, that could be a really neat way to combine everything and to just make it a really sacred ceremony. And then when you're finished in the bath and you've finished doing those exercises, stay in the bath and let the water drain, and visualize all of the stress, anything that is no longer serving you, going down the drain, moving through with the water, and then watching it just go down. And that could be a really nice visual cue of the things that are no longer serving you being released. And then once you do that, you can take a cool shower, cold if you can. I'm all about the cold showers. Wim Hof is one of my, I'm such a fan, and such a fan of the healing benefits of being in the cold water, giving your body contrast. And I feel, again, with the Pisces, with the yin and the yang, with the balance, having a hot bath, very steamy, very nourishing, and then having the invigorating, cool, cold water to just seal everything in. I think that would be a perfect exercise to just really honor the full moon in Pisces and the energy that it is bringing us. Thank you guys for watching. Those are my 5 tips for the full moon in Pisces. So please comment below if you try any of these yourself. If you have any full moon tips that you like to do, I would love to know what rituals that are in your back pocket. And remember to subscribe, to like, and also I do wellness coaching, so you could always sign up for that. I would love to support you in any way that I can. It is my life's mission. So please get in touch, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. I'm going to be doing more and more of these. So stay tuned, and I will see you next time. Bye.